Roll out the red carpet and get out your acceptance speech because we have your Backstage Pass to Hollywood. Backstage Pass starts now.
In 5,
4.
3, 2,
Are you ready?
Hey Explorers, welcome back to Backstage Pass, where we give you the scoop on all things entertainment. My name is Lucas Alvin.
And my name is Patrick O'Hara. But you should know that by now. I mean, it's been 13 episodes. I would hope that's correct. Can you believe that season 25 is coming to a close? It's hard to believe, but I think we handled the season quite well. From alumni segments to the ever so iconic Backstage Asks to reoccurring mentions of Bottoms, the movie, Taylor Swift, Yoshiki, Chappell Roan, and many other obscure things, wink wink, season 25 has had it all. I'm not sure if I'm ready to say goodbye to it just yet.
It's been a long season filled with weird stories and even weirder characters. And before you ask, yes, I'm just talking about myself. All right, enough about us. Let's get right into why you came here. Entertainment news.
Challenger, starring Zendaya, Mike Faist, and Josh O'Connor, has officially been released in theaters. The 2024 American romantic sports drama film, directed by Luca Guadagnino, follows professional tennis champion, played by Faist, who enlists the help of his wife, played by Zendaya, to ensure the success of his comeback. He soon learns that he is up against another player, played by O'Connor, who just so happens to be his former best friend, and, to top it off, his wife's former lover. From the looks of things, the three seem to get pretty involved, but you can find out for yourself by heading to a theater near you. I mean, who doesn't want to see Zendaya on the big screen, am I right?
The hit video game series Fallout released a live-action adaptation on Amazon Prime earlier this April. The story plays out similar to how most games are, with the main character of Lucy leaving Vault 33, or her home that is a bunker, to take on a post-apocalyptic world filled with political intrigue, radioactive monsters, and yeah, just overall I'm excited to really check out the series. From what I heard, it's pretty good. So, on the topic of video game TV shows, when are we getting Castlevania Nocturne Season 2?
Considering how much you've talked about it this season, it's about time it actually happens. But anyways, the 2024 American vampire horror comedy film, directed by Matt Villeneuve and Tyler Gillette, titled Abigail, has officially hit theaters now. The film is a reimagining of the 1936 film titled Dracula's Daughter, and stars Alicia Ware alongside Melissa Barrera, Dan Stevens, Catherine Newton, Angus Cloud, and many more. I suggest you sink your fangs into this one and check it out in a theater near you.
Love Live is Bleeding. Did we cover that yet?
I'm really not sure, Lucas, but I am sure that we got a new Backstage Asks segment just for you. This week, we set out to discover what childhood TV shows the students of LaSalle University liked the most. Let's find out, shall we?
Hi Explorers, welcome back to Backstage Asks. I'm Kayla McCrae.
I'm Patrick.
I think I'm Lucas.
Anyways, it's our season finale. Can you believe it? Totally crazy. Anyway, what are we asking people today, guys?
That's a great question. I'm pretty sure we're asking what are our favorite childhood TV shows. Lucas, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm just here to ask.
It is Backstage Asks, I mean.
Yeah. All right, let's see what they have to say. Hey Cheyenne, welcome back to Backstage Asks. How are you?
I'm doing great, Kayla. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm getting through it. But anyways, we wanted to ask you, what is your favorite childhood TV show?
Oh no! I really liked Cowardly the Courage.
Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yes. Cartoon Network has that on like Adult Swim night when it's like I think it comes on at like 7 o'clock, and I watch that every night.
Hello, what is your name?
My name is Mercury.
We knew that. Backstage Ask legend. Mercury, what is your favorite childhood TV show?
Probably House Hunters. Domestic, international was too pretentious for me.
Could you explain that a little for us?
I just there were these people who were trying to move to Spain and think that they were all that, and they really weren't. It's like, girl, you're moving to Barcelona.
get over it.
Hello there, what is your name?
Asada.
What is your favorite childhood TV show?
The Backyardigans. The Backyardigans because them little kids were weird creatures and could sing their little behinds off, and that endears me as a human, as a person.
Hi, Melanie. Welcome back to Backstage Asks. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing fine. So the question we're asking today is, what is your favorite childhood TV show?
I have a lot, but if I had to pick one, right now I'm thinking of Adventure Time. And regular show is good, but
Yes.
Adventure Time was top tier.
Hello, what is your name?
Aiden.
Why are you so tall, Aiden?
My dad.
Cool. What is your favorite childhood TV show?
My favorite childhood TV show has to be Ninjago, the Lego Spinjitzu Masters. It's got a banging theme song. I watched it all the time growing up. Jump up, kick back, whip around, and spin.
Let's go, Ninjago, Ninjago.
Hello there, welcome back, Maddie. We'd love to have you back here on Backstage Asks. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Glad to be here.
What's your favorite childhood TV show?
My favorite show, specifically on Cuba, was like Pearly or Jade and the Dragon.
Hi, so what's your name?
I am Jenna.
Hi, Jenna. Welcome to Backstage Asks. How are you?
I am good on this glorious Thursday.
What is your favorite childhood TV show?
Okay, a part of my childhood consisted of Winx Club. I know, shocker. Maybe because I wanted to like be a fairy when I grew up. I was so convinced I was gonna be a fairy.
Hello, what is your name?
My name is Allie.
So, what was your favorite childhood TV show?
So, regrettably, it was iCarly. I had a whole DS game for it. I loved it. Now I don't really know.
Hi, Sophia. Welcome back to Backstage Asks. How do you feel about returning?
I feel really good. And I have my Starbucks.
Well, guess what? You're not alone today. I do too. Twinning. We got our drinks going on. What's your favorite childhood TV show?
Frenemies. The one where there's two girls, one of them hates the other, and the other one is oblivious, and they make the best of friends.
Do I even have to ask your name at this point?
No.
Who are you anyway?
Jack.
Jack, what's your favorite childhood TV show?
Generator Rex.
Hello there, what is your name?
Hi, I'm Jerry.
What is your favorite childhood TV show?
My favorite childhood TV show is Word Girl.
Hello, what's your name?
I'm Alex Sulak.
So, Alex Sulak, what is your favorite childhood TV show?
Crashbox.
Hi, welcome to Backstage Asks. What's your name?
My name's Brianna.
What is your favorite childhood TV show?
iCarly. Ella Sam.
Hi, so what's your name?
Aki.
What is your favorite childhood TV show?
I have to say Tom and Jerry, just because they got a lot of beef, and it's just like entertaining to watch them fight back and forth.
Hello, what's your name?
My name's Jonah.
So, Jonah, what was your favorite childhood TV show?
I watched a lot of PBS Kids when I was really young. And for me, it was always like Martha Speaks or Cyber Chase were really cool for me. But if I could add one more thing, my dad had a lot of old like DVDs for like older anime and stuff when I was growing up. And in particular, a younger Jonah really liked Trigun as well. And I think it really influenced kind of the aesthetics that I enjoy in the media I consume today.
Hello there, what is your name?
You already know my name.
You're right, I do. Welcome back to Backstage Asks, Gabby.
Hi, I'm being held hostage.
That's not true. Here on Backstage Pass, we don't hold anybody hostage. True story. What's your favorite childhood TV show?
My favorite childhood TV show is Oz Squad, that used to film on PBS Kids. It's a very educational show about math. My grandmother used to put it on for my younger cousins, yet me and my other older cousin would be sitting there very entranced by it for some reason.
Imagine watching math shows. Disgusting.
Hello, what's your name?
Grayson?
So, Grayson, what is your favorite childhood TV show?
Probably Gravity Falls.
Classic.
Hello there, Micheline. Welcome back to Backstage Asks. And hello, what is your name?
I'm Brian.
What's your favorite childhood TV show?
I think I have to go with the classic SpongeBob.
And you?
Regular show.
We had so much fun hearing from the students at LaSalle. I think that was honestly one of my favorite questions that we asked people. You guys, what are your favorite childhood TV shows?
Mine, despite all the controversy going on right now, is definitely iCarly. Used to watch it all the time.
Real. Okay, Lucas, what about you?
So there's a lot of different shows I liked throughout my childhood, but a very young Lucas was a diehard Power Rangers fan, to the point where I used to get the coloring books and I knew exactly just from their design what color they were. My parents criticized me for that. Hi, Mom.
Are you sure that's all they criticized you for?
I'm sad.
Well, anyways. Kayla, what about you?
I think one of my favorite TV shows ever since I was 4 is Backyardigans. I freaking love that show. The music is so good, still holds up to this day. Yeah, I still listen to it to this day, to be honest. Like, some of them can be legit radio hits.
You know what else is a hit? The fact that this is our season finale of Backstage Asks.
Patrick, you're making me sadder.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. How do you guys feel about it?
I'm a little sad to let go, but at least there's the next season.
There always is, and we'll be back. You haven't seen The Last of Us yet. We're just getting started.
Yeah. So back to the studio with you guys, right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Am I allowed to cry?
No, Patrick, you can't cry. We're on air. You gotta be professional.
Listen, Lucas, you wouldn't last an hour in the asylum where they raised me. At least according to Taylor Swift in her latest album. That's right. Swift has finally released her 10th studio album titled The Tortured Poets Department. And let's just say many emotions were shed. But right when I thought it would take me to a fortnight to recover from the impact, Swift went ahead and released a complete other side of the record just 2 hours later, calling it a double album release. This double album contained 15 new songs alongside the 16 tracks from the standard release, making there 31 tracks in total. Swift also titled this double album, The Tortured Poets Department, The Anthology. Following the release, Swift made history by becoming the first artist to dominate the entire top 14 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts simultaneously. This is also Swift's second time, since her album Midnights, to occupy the entire top 10 as well. Additionally, her song Fortnight was in the #1 spot, making it Swift's 12th #1 on the chart. Speaking of Fortnite, Swift also released a music video for her collaboration with Post Malone, which seemingly embodies the 2023 film titled Poor Things, starring Emma Stone. It's living proof that Swift can do almost anything with a broken heart.
I think I could survive the asylum they raised you in, because I survived the anticipation of Duran Gray's new single. Obscure jokes aside, the Japanese metal band Duran Gray just released their new single titled The Devil in Me. I was curious what direction the band would go with this release, and I was honestly trying to take it all in. I wasn't the biggest fan of the lead track, but my first listen, I thought the guitar and vocals were unique. But after a few listens, I can say that the song is slowly growing on me. The real charm of this single, for me, was the reimagining releases of 2 previous singles of the band, Cage and Yokon. The new Cage really stood out to me with a much darker sound that reflects the band's newer sound. The new Yokon, on the other hand, sounded about the same as the original, with a few changes to the guitars and the sound of Kyo's vocals being a bit more controlled. Anyway, for this last episode, I really wanted to mention Yoshiki, especially because on April 16th, he performed the national anthem before the Dodgers game. Okay, there you go. That was officially your last Lucas Japanese music story of the season. Congrats, Patrick. You survived this season.
Have I really, though? The answer is no. But I know what I have survived. After all these years, we finally have it. I know. What a miracle. Normani, a Fifth Harmony, has officially announced the release date of her debut album titled Dopamine. The album is set to release on June 14th of this year. The singer revealed the information after the release of her new single, titled 159, dropped on April 26th, featuring rapper Gunna. I'm very excited to hear this album. After all, it's been a long, long time coming.
Hey everyone. So I initially thought this was a joke, but no, seriously, the Wiggles did just release a rave album. On April 13th, the Wiggles collaborated with DJ Lenny Pierce, the brother of the Purple Wiggle, to release the album The Wiggles Sound System Rave of Innocence, which contained 14 EDM versions of the hit Wiggle songs. I gave a listen to a few songs, and it's such a weird experience that I think you'll just have to give it a listen to comprehend. Sort of like Backstage Pass's favorite Wiggle song, Witchy Witchy Woo.
I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with songs like Teenage Dream, Last Friday Night, or California Girls by Katy Perry. Perhaps even Dynamite by Tayo Cruz and Come On by Kesha. Well, if you are, then I think it's high time we talk about who's responsible for those classic bops, which would be the singer and songwriter Bonnie McKee. After her label halted and sabotaged her solo career in 2013 after the release of her single titled American Girl, McKee has finally returned to the pop music scene with the release of the album her label prevented her from releasing all those years ago. The record is titled Hot City and is expected to drop sometime this summer. So far, McKee has released 4 songs total from the project, thus titled Slay, Hot City, Don't Get Mad, Get Famous, and Jenny's Got a Boyfriend. Additionally, McKee has also released accompanying Technicolor music videos for each song, and they're even directed and edited by McKee herself. She is proof that you can do anything. It don't matter what people think, just keep slaying like 1999.
Speaking of 1999, or maybe 2004, our third host, Kayla McCrae, has a segment on her favorite childhood TV shows. Take it away, Kayla.
Hey guys, it's yours truly, Kayla McCrae here. As you may have noticed, we're reaching the end of a lot of things here. The end of the semester and the school year, the end of season 25 of Backstage Pass, and the end of teenagehood? That's correct. In a few weeks, all 3 of us Backstage Pass hosts will be 20 years old, leaving our teen years behind. My 20th birthday is about a week after this episode airs. Lucas and Patrick have already crossed that bridge, though. They're just waiting on me to join them. So, in the spirit of this milestone and in reference to this episode's edition of Backstage Asks, I thought I'd reminisce on TV shows and movies that brought me joy from my childhood and teenage years, and still do. Now, I watched a lot of TV as a kid. I mostly bounced in between Nick Jr., PBS Kids, Disney Jr., etc., etc. I grew up with a lot of amazing programs, but two that I keep running back to till this day are 2004's The Backyardigans and 2003 era Strawberry Shortcake. If you're not familiar with The Backyardigans, it is a Nick Jr. animated series that follows 5 animal friends, Uniqua, Pablo, Tasha, Tyrone, and Austin, who play together in their backyard and have amazing imaginary adventures while singing and dancing. What was cool about this show is how advanced the song composition was for a young children's show, and how each episode had a different music genre from around the world. It's definitely broadened my musical horizons whether I knew it or not. Not only am I convinced that these characters grew up to be theater kids, but I'm also convinced that this show raised some of its audience members to be theater kids. Some of these episodes are legit 3-act mini TV musicals. Very impressive. As for Strawberry Shortcake, well, it's Strawberry Shortcake. She's been around since the 80s and has raised multiple generations. I grew up with the 2003 and the 2009 iterations, but I'm more partial to the older one. I love the character designs of Strawberry and her friends in this era, from the short hair and big pants to the cargo pants. It's very reminiscent of the stuff I used to wear as a little girl. The show is about Strawberry and her friends having fun and adventure in Strawberry Land. Most of the episodes revolving around themes of friendship and social skills. For both of these shows, my sister and I still own our DVD collections as we speak. As an adolescent, I stayed being an animation fan, and 3 shows I remember being obsessed with during this era are, brace yourselves, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, Gravity Falls, and Steven Universe. What a combo, I know. Just like Strawberry, MLP has been around since the 80s and has raised generations, and I grew up with the 2010s era. It came out when I was 6, but ran throughout my middle school and early high school days, and I was there for a good chunk of it. It had such a reputation online and around the world that you probably are familiar with it already. The show, created by Lauren Faust, wife to the creator of the Powerpuff Girls, Craig McCracken, it follows Twilight Sparkle and her friends discovering the magic of friendship and protecting Equestria from evil villains. It's impressive how much lore is in this show. If I start, I'll go on all day. Not only did I love the show, but I love the movie spin-off series called Equestria Girls, which is basically an alternate universe where the characters are all human. Again, too much lore to explain. My favorite Equestria Girls movie was probably Rainbow Rocks. Moving on, Gravity Falls was about 2 twins, Dipper and Mabel, spending summer with their great-uncle Stan and unlocking mysteries of their strange town of Gravity Falls, Oregon. To this day, I still love this show, and most people do. Its humor is off the charts, and the mystery of the show went crazy. The voice talent was amazing, and it was such a great show all around that it holds up as one of the greatest Disney Channel cartoons of all time. I've been watching it since I was 8, and it's no different now. Steven Universe was a big deal for me in middle school as well. If you're unfamiliar, it's about a boy named Steven who's half human and half of an alien race called Gems. He lives with his dad and 3 gem mother figures, Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, as they protect Earth from the threat of tyrannical gem empire leaders, the Diamonds. This show is so creative, colorful, heartwarming, and dark when it wants to be. Although it's not perfect, it was a massive hit for a reason. Its complex characters, character arcs, and mystery and symbolism was bound for success. Some shows and movies that I adored in my late teen years are the 2002 MTV animated series Clone High, the 1979 Alien film, and the 1991 film Thelma and Louise. That's an even stranger combo, I'm aware. Clone High was canceled way back in 2002, but it made a random internet comeback 20 years later during the pandemic. Such a comeback that it rebooted in 2023. It's about clones of historical figures going to high school, and is a very funny spoof of teen dramas that were popular at the time, mixed in with some historical reference humor. This show understands my sense of humor so much, it really got me through those crazy times. Now, Alien needs no explanation. I've talked about it before and how much I love Sigourney Weaver and how much it changed my life, but one movie I haven't talked about yet was Thelma and Louise, which is currently my favorite movie of all time. It's about 2 best friends who go on a road trip together that goes horribly wrong. Part comedy and part poignant social commentary, this movie has made its mark in pop culture and movie history, and in my brain. I love the characters and their arcs, the cinematography, the clever writing, and the lead actress performances. Gina Davis, who I've talked about on the show, and Susan Sarandon. Such a great film. So those are all the shows and movies that got me through my first 20 years of life. To those involved in their creation, I say thank you. And before I go, I'd like to give a special thank you to Janice Burgess and Akira Toriyama, creator of Backyardigans and Dragon Ball Z, who passed away in early March. They've made such a mark on so many childhoods, and we owe it all to them. Now, before we get too emotional, let's head back to the studio with Lucas and Patrick.
Thanks, Kayla. While reminiscing on our childhood, let's talk about our favorite childhood video games.
Considering it's our season finale, I thought it'd be appropriate to share with you 2 games that I grew up on, so that you can get to know me more. First up is the obvious, Super Mario 64. I've played both the Nintendo DS rework alongside the ROM-simulated version of the original Nintendo 64 game. There was always something about this game that fascinated me. Perhaps it could be due to the feeling of it feeling like a fever dream, or the lore behind it like L is real, or the mystery behind the negative emotional aura of Wet Dry World. Super Mario 64 is just one of those games I will always be drawn to for comfort and satisfaction. It just never gets old. I also grew up fascinated by Sonic Advance too. I always enjoyed the ability to speedrun in this game, while also having that be what makes the game so difficult. While I was never able to actually beat the game growing up, I always loved being able to play as Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and my personal favorite, Cream the Rabbit, who, yes indeed, was the whole reason I wanted this game in my possession so badly as a child. Don't judge. The girls that get it, and the girls that don't.
If you're a regular viewer of Backstage Pass, then you'll know that my favorite game is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I've been playing this game since I was in diapers. In it, you play as Alucard, the son of Dracula, who wakes up from his 300-year slumber after sensing a dark return of his father, who he must defeat again. This roam-around RPG is filled with hours of action, elaboration, and all kinds of fun music. A game I don't talk about as often is my second favorite video game, Fire Emblem Awakening. In this tactical RPG, your avatar joins the Prince of Ylisse, Chrom, as his tactician for his traveling army, the Shepherds. Every level of the game is unique experience, and the cast of characters are amazing. Speaking of amazing, Backstage Pass's amazing segment producer Daniel Samuels will be graduating soon. But before he goes, he wanted to do a segment talking about his favorite people to work with behind the scenes here at LTV. So for one last time, take it away, Danny J.
Yo, Daniel, aka Danny J Singles is here. Wow, time sure does fly. Feels like yesterday I was coming into the studio for the first time, not knowing what to expect. Now here I am getting ready to graduate from the sound. Being on the Sound TV has helped me make some new friends during my time. I have a few in mind that ended up being some of my favorites. Let's dive into them. First up, Ain Tykinski. Leading the way on Sports Talk Philadelphia, Ain sure knows how to bring the feels whenever one of our teams has a heartbreak of a loss. One of my favorite moments from you was when you showed how much you despise those enemies you brought up every now and then. Doing it on a weekly basis must be challenging, but I'm glad you were able to push through like I did. Something about you makes me think you'd be a great sports reporter. Maybe for that radio station 94 WIP. I even wanted to show you a playoff bracket, but it sadly broke once the play-in ended. Oh well. Next up, Aiden Brand. When I first met him, I thought he'd be the host of Q&A for just one season. It's still unbelievable that come September, it'll be his 3rd year hosting. I knew that All About Aid category would be popular. Contestants and crew members learned so much about you, Aiden. One of my favorite moments was the Q&A Backstage Pass crossover. You could be a TV host one day. Even if I'm not on the South TV anymore, I'll still send questions your way. Whoever plays floor manager for your show is gonna have some big shoes to fill in. Am I right? Moving on, Jack Wagner and Lucas Alvin. Behind me, you're some of the most committed crew members LaSalle TV can depend on. When we needed a technical director for certain shows, Jack, you stepped up. While Aiden was away in Florida, you and Lucas did a great job filling in for him. Speaking of Lucas Alvin, what a gamer guy he is. All those video games he reviewed on Backstage Pass were really cool. Something about you and Jack Wagner makes the two of you look like brothers in some sort of way. Just don't wear popcorn baskets as hats, okay? Next up, Megan Cooney and Charlie Hugg. my two favorite sports line hosts. Thanks to LaSalle's ladder program, I've been able to connect with Megan a bit more. She's still fine to be around. Thanks to Jim Scotland, I'll still be able to hang with her. As for Charlie, his Charlie Kim moments really got me going. Did you think he could survive a game of flag football? He had a better time at powerlifting. But seriously though, his Charlie Kim segments, he should do more of those if there's no one to interview. I can see those two becoming sports anchors. Okay, these are just my personal favorites, but everyone I worked on LaSalle TV with is just awesome. Working here for the past 3 years and change has forever will be something I'll always remember. I think I speak for the entire crew when it comes to thanking Ms. Tonya Ellis for showing us the way. Go ahead, I dare you to tell me there's no one better than her. For the final time, this is Danny J. Singles signing off. Lucas and Patrick, back to you.
Thank you for the kind words, Daniel. You've been such an important part of our show this season, both on and off screen. From all of us here at Backstage Pass, we would like to wish you and the rest of our seniors the best in this new chapter of your life.
I feel like there was a lot to unpack today, emotions included. And, well, it's the end of today's show.
But don't worry, this isn't the last you've seen of us. In fact, you'll see us and Kayla again in season 26. And trust, we're just getting started.
But if you're worried about keeping in touch with us and want to keep up with us until the next season, there's a special place you can connect with us, social media.
Get out your phone and follow us on these various social media platforms seen on your screen. Give us a follow, give us a comment, let us know if you have any suggestions. Plus, you can check out this week's segment of Backstage Asks on our Instagram, so make sure you're following us. We have a lot planned for you this summer. Thank you all for the incredible season. I'm Lucas Alvin.
And I'm Patrick O'Hara. We'll see you on the next season of Backstage Pass. Toodles!